Shine on, harvest moon, up in the sky. I ain't had no loving since April, January, June or July. It's no time, ain't no time to stay out just the spoon. Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm John and I regularly post ukulele tutorials here on YouTube for all abilities. Today we're going to be looking at the beautiful song Shine On Harvest Moon. The song was written and published in 1908 and credited to the married vaudevillian team of Nora Bayes and Jack Norworth, although there's some dispute as to whether they actually wrote the song. It was debuted by Bayes and Norworth in the Ziegfeld Follies of 1908 to great acclaim. The song quickly became a pop standard of its time and has been covered regularly by different artists to the present day. It was also famously performed by Laurel and Hardy in their film Flying Deuces. So let's get started, but just before we do, if you do find this video helpful, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It doesn't cost you anything, but it really helps me with making more of these video tutorials moving forward. If you'd like a PDF of the song sheet with the lyrics and the chord boxes, buy me a coffee, see how to do so in the video description below and I'll email one over to you. Or alternatively, join me over at my Patreon site where all my tutorials and accompanying PDFs can be found in one place. The link for this is also in the video description below. So this arrangement of the song has a very simple form with a 2-bar intro that's then followed by a 16-bar A section or verse. This is then followed by the better known B section that could also be thought of as the chorus, and this is also 16 bars long. Next we get a second A section or verse with different lyrics to the first one, and then finally we get 2 more B sections to finish the song. I generally keep things very simple with the strumming for this song, as there's a lot of bars sharing 2 chords per bar, and I just play a down, 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 down pattern with just 4 down strums per bar, but with a little more emphasis on beats 2 and 4. So if I just demonstrate over the intro chords of E minor and B7, it would sound something like this. A 1, 2, 3, 4. I may also add the odd up strum here and there just to embellish certain parts of the song. So the intro is just 2 bars long, and here we have both bars sharing an E minor and a B7 chord. And for the sake of this tutorial, I'll be using this shape for B7, mainly because I prefer the way it sounds in context of the song, and also because I get to use the same shape for another chord later on. But feel free to perhaps use this B7 shape instead, as it makes more sense with the movement back and forth from E minor, which happens a lot in this song. It's basically the same shape, but on different strings. So the intro would simply be a 1, 2, 3, 4. As I said before, the A section or verse is 16 bars long, and like the intro, it starts with the first bar sharing an E minor and then a B7 chord. In bar 2 we have another split bar, but this time with an E minor shared with an A minor chord. Then in bar 3 we have a bar sharing an E minor and a C7 chord. And I'm using this C7 shape as it's the same shape as the B7 chord that we're going to move to in bar 4. But feel free to use the standard open C7 shape if you prefer. So in bar 4 we have a full measure of B7. Then in bar 5 we go back to a split bar of E minor and B7. And in bar 6 we have a full bar of E minor. Then we have a full bar of A7 in bar 7 and a full bar of D7 in bar 8. In bar 9 we have a split bar where we stay on D7 for 2 beats and then change to A minor. And then in bar 10 we have a full bar of D7. Then we get 2 full bars of G major in bars 11 and 12. In bar 13 we have a split bar of A7 and then B minor. This is repeated again in bar 14, so A7, B minor. Then in bar 15 we get 1 more split bar of E minor and A7. And finally in bar 16 we have a full bar of D7 that takes us into the B section. So if I just play through the first A section, it would sound something like this. A 1, 2, 3, 4. The night was mighty dark so you could hardly see, for the moon refused to shine. A couple sitting underneath the willow tree, for love they pined. A little maid was kind of afraid of darkness, so she said, I guess I'll go. Boy began to sigh, looked up at the sky, told the moon his little tale of woe. The B section, and probably the better known part of the song, that is often performed without the verses, is also 16 bars long. And here we have 2 bars of E7 in bars 1 and 2, 2 bars of A7 in bars 3 and 4. In bars 5 and 6 we get 2 split bars, both sharing a D6 and then a D7 chord. And here I like to use this rootless D7 shape instead of the standard barred version, in order that we hear part of the melody on the A string, the string nearest the floor. So, I ain't had no lovin' since. And then in bar 7 we get a split bar of G, and then a C sharp diminished 7 chord, and in bar 8 a bar sharing a C, and then a G. Then in bar 9 and 10, once again we have 2 bars of E7. Then in bar 11 and 12 we get 2 bars of A7. In bars 13 and 14 we get 2 split bars, both sharing the D6 and D7 again. And then in bar 15 we get a split bar of G and C major, and finally a bar of G to finish with in bar 16. So if I just demo the B section, we would have shine on, harvest moon, up in the sky. I ain't had no lovin' since April, January, June or July. Snow time, ain't no time to stay outdoors and spoon. So shine on, harvest moon, for me and my girl. After the B section we have another verse or A section. Now the chord sequence is exactly the same as the first verse, so I won't go over the chord sequence again, but I'll just play through the verse with the different lyrics. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't see why a boy should sigh when by his side is the girl he loves so true. All he has to say is, won't you be my bride, for I love you. Why should I be telling you this secret when I know that you can guess? Harvest moon will smile, shine on all the while, if the little girl should answer yes. After the second verse or A section, we play 2 more B sections to finish the song. The chord sequence is exactly the same as we've been over before for the first B section, so I won't go over this again, as you can go back in the video if you need to. But the only thing I do slightly different is in the final bar of the second time around, I play a single strum of G on beat 1 of the bar, and then a nice jazzy G6 on beat 3 of the same bar, and let it ring. So
So if I just play through the last B section to finish, we would have a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Shine on, harvest moon, up in the sky. I ain't had no loving since April, January, June or July. Snow time, ain't no time to stay outdoors and spoon. So shine on, harvest moon, for me and my girl.
So now you have a nice little arrangement for Shine on Harvest Moon. I'll link to my play along video for you to practice with in both the card above and the video description below. Be sure to hit the like button if you found this tutorial helpful, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more ukulele content. Let me know in the comments what other songs you'd like to learn next. If you'd like a copy of the song sheet with the lyrics and the chord boxes, buy me a coffee, see how to do so in the video description below, and I'll email one over to you. Or alternatively, join me over at my Patreon site, where all my video tutorials and accompanying PDFs can be found in one place. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.
Shine on, harvest moon, up in the sky.